Hello, I'm Anna Mackay, and this video is on combined operations with integers. So let's make sure we're writing down what we see here and give it a title. So a refresher is about BEDMAS and what that stands for. The B is for brackets, the E is for exponents, or you may have learnt it as BODMAS, and that might have therefore been other. The D and the M are for division and multiplication, and you work with them from left to right. And then addition and subtraction working from left to right. So let's write down this sentence and fill out the gap in the sentence. When evaluating exponents, we evaluate numbers in, what word might go there? Index form. So that includes powers and roots, so square root numbers. Okay, moving on. Ask to evaluate, to work out these things. So this expression here, remembering BEDMAS, so we do brackets first, well we haven't got any, next exponents, and then division and multiplication. So we have a divide here. I like to underline the pair that I'm working with each time, makes it really clear as to what you're doing. So everything else gets copied and pasted down the line if you like, because you haven't used it yet. So 15 divided by 5 would give us 3. So positive 3, and we make sure we write everything else on the line that we haven't used. Now what are we left with? An addition and a subtraction, so we just work from left to right. Underline the pair that you're working with, so we're going to work with the negative 3, add 3, and that would leave us with 0. And you write down the negative 7 because you haven't used it yet. It's the last pair, so you probably don't have to underline this. 0 takes 7, leaves us with negative 7. And that's how to set that one out. Lining up your equals is a nice way to keep things neat and tidy as well. Next question. So remembering BEDMAS, brackets first, and we've got them here. So underline what you're going to be working with, 4 take 1. That would give us 3. So everything else we write down on the line. Now, remembering BEDMAS, we've got a multiplication here, so that's the next pair we'll work with. Underline it. 3 times 5 gives us 15. So we have 6, add 15. And the last pair to work with is 6 add 15, and that would give us 21. A couple more. So a square root this time, and some brackets. So remembering BEDMAS, B for brackets first. So underline the pair that you're working with, the negative 7, add 4. Equals, you write everything else on the line. So negative 7, add 4, we will end up at negative 3, and take away 10. Right, so next we are left with divide and a subtract. So the divide we do first, underline that pair. Sorry, let's go back a second here. Before we do the divide, we have to do the square root. So that is part of the exponents component, and that is a power or a root. So we've got to work that one out first. See, we all make mistakes. Okay, so the square root of 81 is 9, because 9 times 9 would give us 81. Writing out everything else that we've got here. Now we can do that divide. The 9 divided by negative 3. And that would give us negative 3. Subtract 10. And then we're left with negative 13. So that's that one. And over here, quite a few things happening. Some brackets and some exponents. Well, one exponent. Let's work with this bracket first. Underline which pair you're working with. Over here. Writing out everything else on the line that isn't yet used. So we've got 6 subtract 11 will leave us with negative 5. You don't need to write the brackets anymore because you've worked them out. The next thing we should work with is the exponent, so this part here. Now we have to be quite careful with this one, negative 2 cubed. If you feel the need to write this off down on the side somewhere to work that out, feel free. I might just write it down the bottom here. That's negative 2 times by negative 2. I say 2 and I write a 3. Times by negative 2. So those that know the trick, there's 3 negative numbers there, so that that's an odd number of negatives, so we're going to end up with a negative number, and 2 times 2 times 2 gives us 8, so we have negative 8. So going back to our equation here, well, our question, we have 4, and now we have subtract 8. So it's not a subtract, it's technically add negative 8 multiplied by negative 5. So let's tidy up this part here, the double signs. I'm going to tidy that up first before I move on. And now I'm going to do that multiply. So underlining the pair that you're working with. So we have 4 there, and now we have negative 8 times by negative 5. So that would give us positive 40. Nearly running out of room here, and our final answer would be 44. So thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And the next video in this series will be called Index Form. Thank you.